Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at in the world. It's good to see everybody. What a week it's been. We're going to cover a ton on the stream today. For those of you who have been watching a while, you know that I've been pretty pessimistic on interest rates ever since the Fed started increasing rates. We saw Feds increase rates faster than they have in the history of the Feds. And we went from 3% to 6, almost 7% in 9 months. And we've been there for almost 2.5 years. And when that happened, we had a ton of people selling hope that interest rates were going to come back down quickly. So everyone, good morning in the chat. And we haven't seen that. And it's really important because the most common question we got during all this is now a good time to buy? So we're going to dive into that. We're going to dive into interest rates, what they're doing, what the forecast is, how that's going to, what that's going to do to the market. Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? So we're going to do a lot of what if scenarios today. Bottom line, when is the right time to buy your house? Okay. The answer that remains true at almost any market is when the right opportunity presents itself. When the home that checks the majority of your boxes that pops up, you want to be ready to write an offer almost no matter what the market's doing, as long as it fits your budget and what you qualify for. But there are some exceptions to that, and I believe we may be getting close, if not in a market where there is a higher sense of urgency. And I'll explain why today. Let's dive into some housekeeping items. We'll stay right on that topic and go right to interest rates. So my go-to website for all things interest rate related is mortgagenewsdaily.com. This is the most unbiased national average on the internet, in my opinion. They don't sell loans. They're not a mortgage company. They're not sponsored by mortgage companies. So you get a really accurate national average on interest rates. 30-year fixed 6.4%, fairly flat from last week. Same with our government loans, FHA 6.10, VA 6.12, jumbos 6.68, pretty narrow margin between jumbo and conventional, jumbo being any loan over $766,000. But we did see some improvement this week on rates. The long-term forecasts where we really see the improvement. The number one indicator, in my opinion, of a change in interest rates is going to be unemployment. And one thing I really like about Mortgage News Daily is they have really easy to digest articles. And this is one of the best articles I've read this week on why everyone thinks the Feds are going to cut rates potentially 3 times this year, and what the thinking is behind it. And I kind of want to scroll down. There's a lot of good info in here. Like I said, it's very easy to digest. But on here, it's the jobs report. Okay, the jobs report is what is really driving interest rates, driving the Fed's decisions to cut. And we saw a job report that came back worse than expected. Here we go. Here's our unemployment rate. And you can see this spike in unemployment rate right here. And I think that we're going to continue to see that increase. And the Fed's only tool really to control this number is to lower interest rates. And there's a lot of opinions out there that the Feds have overcooked interest rates. You know, all that is fun to listen to, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is where we're at now. And where are we going? Good morning, Uva. Uva is a big real estate fan. He sent me a really cool listing up in the center, some horse property to look at. So thank you for sending that over, Uva. I was going to put it on the stream. I know you sent it to me because I'm interested in horse property, but there wasn't enough pictures on the listing just yet to put on the stream, so maybe we'll save that for next week. Okay. Some local data. Gavin Huckins over at Berkshire Hathaway sends me over statistics in our market every week. He didn't have, I heard what they were, but he wasn't able to send the new listings and sales, but I can tell you that our new listings are down and our solds are up, okay, which is kind of on trend for where we've been heading, and I'm afraid it's going to get worse. Here's our lockbox activity. So anytime a real estate agent opens a lockbox, that data is collected, and that's what we're looking at here. In Washington, it's down 5.9%. In Oregon, it's up 2.7%. I'd call those both fairly flat. This spike here is the 4th of July weekend, this dip rather, 4th of July weekend. So we're 5 weeks away from school starting, 4 or 5 weeks. So I would expect to see that maybe pop up a little bit next week and then start to die down a little bit depending on what rates do. But rates are really driving these numbers here. And there's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines waiting for rates to come down. And that's what I want to talk about today. I have an awesome house too. So I have some cool houses that'll help us look at what interest rates are going to do and how that's going to impact. Good morning, Jeff. But the last house is one that Diana Rutherford sent over up in Longview, and it has a bomb shelter. So I thought it would be pretty fun, since we're talking about interest rates possibly coming down. We're going to use words like crisis and home affordability. It's an election year, so why not throw up a house with a bomb shelter? So hopefully I'm going to go through the first two kind of quick so we have time for that third house today. All right. How we sound? Does the music sound good? My mic sound good? Okay. Well, without further ado, let's dive into it. So everyone knows I like really unique, cool, fun properties to look at. This morning, we're going to look at something very realistic. I'm not going to use the words boring but we're going to use a really realistic house. This would be a good maybe first-time home buyer, possibly move-up buyer that has kids and needs more space. 4605 Northeast 12th Court in Vancouver. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2246 square feet, built in 2016. Now again, I'm looking at these for the most part for the first time with you guys, so we can all get our first impression together, although I have previewed them briefly to prepare. This is a great family home, so again, possibly a first-time home buyer, for sure maybe somebody that's selling their first home looking for more space for their family. It's nestled in a cul-de-sac, built in 2016, open floor plan. Office on the main floor, so we're checking a lot of boxes, right, for a lot of people. 4 bedrooms, open floor plan, cul-de-sac, home office on the main floor. There's a little garden oasis. Fountain featured lace with whimsy. I wonder if AI wrote this. This sounds kind of AI. I don't know very many real estate agents who would use the word whimsy. Okay, spacious primary bedroom. With a water closet. You guys ever heard of a water closet? Now, either that's AI or it's something I've never heard of, so I'm excited to see that picture. What is a water closet? And the standing shower. Okay. So kind of in the Minnehaha area, close to I-5. Is that British? Maybe they were using a VPN in Europe when they had their AI write the description. British for bathroom. Well, Maybe they're trying to attract people from across the pond. All right, let's look at some pictures. Let's look at this water closet. Okay. No, I love it when they do this, when the agents plug the floor plan, a clickable floor plan into Zillow. I think that's really cool. All right, so good curb appeal. I got mature landscaping. Looks like fresh as paint. Could be wrong on that on the house. I like the shutters on the windows. Adds a little character. Interesting. There's a little picket fence here in the front. That's something you see too often. Okay, nice front porch. Nice entryway, nice window above the door. I like this because we're not walking right into a living space. We do have a little bit of an entry hallway, and I think that's the office right on the left. Okay, those to me look like hardwood floors. Nice gas fireplace. It's interesting, it looks like they wallpapered the fireplace. Shot. We're going to go through these fairly quick because I picked this house for a reason. But I really like the floors. Nice dining area, open kitchen, nice window above the slider. It's interesting, we got a black refrigerator with stainless appliances, but that's okay. You can bring your own refrigerator. Nice. Those look like granite countertops. Lots of lighting. I'm surprised that they don't have the shades open in these pictures. Okay, I think this is our office area. They're using it as a living space, but I think this is our office area. Powder room. Okay, I'm guessing this is our primary. It is. It's nice because it tells you on this map where you're at in the house, and we're in the primary. Like has a little bit of character, not just a square room. Okay, so we do have a tile countertop, separate vanities, jetted tub. Guest bedroom number 1. This seller likes wallpaper. Guest bedroom number 2. Guest bedroom number 3. I actually like the wallpaper in here. It's our guest bedroom upstairs, or guest bathroom rather. Utility room. Okay. Here's that whimsical backyard. Nice covered, private, low maintenance-ish, size-wise anyways. There's that pond. All right, details, home inspections. Are you here today? How do you guys feel about having a pond that close to the house? I don't know, is it an issue? Bit of water in that grass, look nice and green. Some pavers. Okay. All right. So, nice house in Vancouver. Price range $575. That's one of the reasons I picked this house, is it's right in that right price range. So let's look at some numbers. We're going to slow down here and kind of go over. So this column here, we're going to use an FHA, which is not a first-time homebuyer program. A lot of people think it is, but it's designed for people that kind of getting started in home ownership. You can use it on your second and third home if you want, but I thought this would be a good one to look at. This is what FHA looks like today, and this is what it could look like in 2025. So with the feds announcing this sense of urgency to cut rates, what will it look like if we continue to sit on the sidelines and we say, okay, I'm going to wait till rates come down before I buy? So today's purchase price is $575. I don't think it's unrealistic for this house to go for $625 next summer. If interest rates really do come down a full percent and we see a massive flood of buyers come back into the market without the inventory being there, we could very easily find ourselves where we were in 2021 and 2022, where we had a severe inventory crisis. We're still in an inventory crisis, but it was so severe people were paying 10% over asking price, all cash. Every time somebody would write an offer, there'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other offers coming in, houses selling in 24 hours. Okay, I don't know that it's going to get that bad again, but it could. Right? I kind of feel like our supply and demand is prone to that happening again. So let's say if we bought it today, $575. If we wait until interest rates come down next August, we could possibly be at $625. Again, nobody has a crystal ball. I've been doing this for 20 years, and on my best day, I'm right half the time when I'm making these forecasts. That's why you gotta be really careful about what you listen to in the news, on the internet, on YouTube. I try to be as real as possible when I'm talking with my clients and when I'm talking to my referral partners, my real estate agents, and on the stream. So, nobody knows for sure. Nobody has a crystal ball. But let's say it goes up to $625. FHA requires 3.5% down, which would make our loan amount $565 here. $614,000 if we waited. Okay. Today, interest rates based off of Mortgage News Daily, FHA 6.10. Again, these aren't my interest rates that my company offers. This is the national average. Let's say they come down almost a full percent to 5.25 in 2025. Let's see what that does to our payment. Principal and interest today, $575,000 purchase price with 3.5% down at 6.1%. Gives us a principal and interest payment of $34.24. If interest rates do fall to 5.25 at a purchase price of $625, we'd be looking at $33.92. So not a huge savings because our purchase price went up, right? Property taxes on this home are $428. Homeowners insurance around $100 a month. We have Jeff Mays in the chat with the Mays Agency. If you need a quote on homeowners insurance, that's who we recommend. Mortgage insurance is there to protect the lender, not the buyer. Okay. FHA has forced mortgage insurance for the life of the loan, $229 a month. Total payment, $41.82 if we waited, and if the purchase price goes up to $625, we're at $41.69. So not a huge savings in this scenario. If we look at our closing costs, our down payment, $20,125, goes up a few $100 if we wait. $21,875. Closing costs $36.91 approximately. We have our upfront mortgage insurance, which is financed into the loan. If you want more details on this, go back and watch our past live streams. We spent a lot of time talking about mortgage insurance. That's not paid out of pocket. That's being financed into the loan. Prepaid taxes, insurance, and interest, $6,000. So we're bringing in $29,816 today, $31,566. If this scenario comes true next year. So we're waiting a whole year. We're saving $12 a month. We're bringing in an extra $800. Is it worth waiting to see what happens? Now another scenario is we buy this house today and we refinance down to 5.25 when that becomes available. One of the corny, salesy pitch things to say, and I think it holds a lot of water here, is you marry your house, you date the rate. Okay. You can always redo your mortgage, but you can't rebuy the house. So I can't remember if I said that here or said it on my Instagram live stream before, but I've always said, when asked, is now a good time to buy? The answer is when the opportunity presents itself. And I think this house fits a lot of people's search criteria. And a house like this, if interest rates do drop quickly, are going to be very hard to get into. What do you guys think? I went through that kind of quick. Am I making sense? I think you can find opinions on both sides saying, oh, wait till rates come down. Why would you buy now? And then there's well, if you don't buy now, prices are going to go up. You're not going to be able to get in. I'm kind of leaning towards that second. We'll see how the weeks unfold here, okay? If this trend in the news continues with unemployment, the Fed's lowering rates. I think it really comes down to, does this house fit what I'm looking for? Is this the opportunity to buy? And not trying to catch a falling knife. Okay, let's look at another example. I'm going to go through this one fairly quickly too. So that was an example of how lower interest rates would impact a first-time home buyer or somebody in that 575 range. What about somebody in a higher range? Somebody with maybe a little more flexibility in their budget. Let's go to Camas. By the way, I looked at all the open houses in Portland and Southwest Washington today, and Camas had like 12. It was the shortest. I mean, you talk about supply and demand, and I think over half of those were over $1 million. Okay, so supply and demand, markets like Camas, that pendulum swings faster, right? Okay, 4 beds, 3 baths, 3374, 1707 Northeast Pecan Lane, built in 2020. Let's see what the description is here. Oh, we never talked about the wet closet, the water closet. It just looked like a normal bathroom to me. Okay. Built in 2020 at the end of a cul-de-sac. 2 cul-de-sacs in a row. This home is surrounded by miles of nature trails, parks, swimming holes, and more. Modern yet traditional house. Flat lot. Quality finishes inside and out. Grand entry. I love grand entries. Impressive kitchen, large breakfast nook, open family room, large island, spacious pantry, lovely views from a sink. Mrs. Diamond was talking about that yesterday. She was like, I just wish I had a nice view out a window over my sink. Never really thought about it, but I think she's right. Especially, in Ridgefield and Camas, there's so many opportunities for good views of the mountains and the river. Okay, 9-foot ceilings make the entire space feel big and bright. It's kind of standard now to have 9-foot ceilings. I don't know if that's a feature to list, especially with the 2020 home. 2 walk-in closets. All right. A lot of fluff in this description. Let's take a look. Nice 3-car garage. I like the flat lot. Well maintained. Good curb appeal. Here's our grand entry. Like those look like Manufactured hardwoods, I believe. Interesting. Is that carpet? Is that carpet with a rug on it? Or is that... It's an interesting flooring in that office. I do like the woodwork around the windows. That's kind of what I'm expecting in this price range. Like the glass panel French doors. Okay, very modern feel here. It's interesting. I think this is probably meant to be a dining room. Off the entry. If I had to guess. Nice kitchen. This almost has like a Pacific lifestyle feel to it. Stainless steel farm sink under the counter mount. I'm gonna burn through these kind of quick. Tile backsplash to the cabinets. Cabinets almost to the ceiling. Oh, there's that window. This one doesn't have a beautiful view out the window, but it does have a window by the sink. Okay, here's our primary. Lots of windows in our primary, like that. Very nice primary bath, dual vanity, like the tile floors. Very current, very modern. Nice big shower, standalone tub, walk-in closet, bedroom number 2. Guest bathroom, dual vanity. This looks like another bedroom they're using as an office hobby area. Bedroom number 3. Okay, utility room. Nice, lots of counter space in the utility room. Nice floors in the garage, storage. Very nice garage. Little home gym. Nice backyard, covered patio. Like the gazebo. I'd probably stick a hot tub in there. What do you guys think? Okay. So nice home. $1 million. Let's go through the same exercise. If we wanted to do a conforming loan on this house today, we'd be looking at this column here. We're at $999. We're gonna max out our conforming loan amount at $766. Interest rate off the Mortgage News Daily website, 6.40. Let's do a quick payment breakdown. I was gonna skip it, but we'll do a quick payment breakdown. Principal and interest $47.91. Property taxes on this home $644. Homeowners insurance around $100 a month. Total payment $55.35. Closing costs $36.91 plus our down payment of $233, probably coming from the sale of a home. Prepaid taxes and insurance and interest $9 grand. Total out of pocket $245, $691. Okay, so if we were to wait a year, we're gonna wait till interest rates come down before I buy. Okay, I could easily see this home going from $999 to $1.1. And to be honest with you, if a home like this, if the market continues the way everyone thinks it's going to into next summer, I could see this home going for over 1.1 next summer. Okay. Again, nobody has a crystal ball. We're playing the what if game here. If we wanted to keep our loan amount the same, let's say it would be at 766. Let's say interest rates dropped a full percent. So we go from 6.4 to 5.4. Our payment drops how come our payment is $613,000 a month? What's going on here? Let me refresh the screen. I think there's a glitch. That's weird. Well, let's look at it here. It's correct here. So our payment goes from $5,535 to $5,043. $5,045. So we save $500 a month. But look what happens to our cash to close. We go from $233 down payment to $334. So now to keep that payment the same, even though interest rates have dropped a full percent, I'm having to bring in an additional $100,000. So let's say I don't have that $100,000. I'm only going to get $250 from the sale of my home. Well, that's not a big deal. Let's say I qualify. I'll just go into jumbo loan. Okay. So let's say jumbo loans drop a full percent. So we go back and we put down $233,000. Our payment's now $57.65. So even though interest rates have dropped a full percent, in order to keep my cash to close what I can afford, I'm having to go into a jumbo loan, and now I'm paying over $230 more a month for the same house, even though interest rates have dropped a full percent. Okay. So my opinion is always, when is the right time to buy, when the right opportunity presents itself. I'm telling you, I think we're going to see a sense of urgency in the next 6 months. Because those opportunities, if the interest rates do lower and we run into a supply and demand issue, which we're going to, those opportunities are going to be fewer and fewer. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox about interest rates. If you have questions, put them in the comments. All my info's in the description. You can call and talk to me anytime. You can schedule a call or you can just call me. And we can go over these scenarios one-on-one. Okay, so assassination attempts, interest rates falling, upcoming election. The news is not optimistic. Country divided. So when I heard one of my favorite agents, Diana Rutherford, says, I got a really cool listing in Longview with a bomb shelter, I said, send it over. Send it over. Let's put it on the stream. Let's look at a house with a bomb shelter. Bomb shelters are all the rage right now. All the celebrities are getting them. You can go on a rabbit hole for weeks on YouTube about bomb shelters. Okay, this one's just for fun. How are we doing on time? We're good. We got about 10 minutes. We're going to go through this one just for fun. Diana is in love with this listing. She says it's one of the coolest houses she's seen. She's been holding it open. I'm not sure if it's open this weekend, but reach out to Diana, schedule a tour if this is something you're interested in. Go take a look. This is one of those houses I think you have to see in person. This also goes along with our theme the last few weeks of updating homes. Okay. 265 Sunset Drive in Longview, 4 beds, 3 baths, 3,518 square feet, so good size. Listed at $835, just had a $10,000 price cut. Built in 1963, sits on over an acre. Welcome to your dream oasis, nestled on over an acre of pristine land. Where luxury meets tranquility, this one-of-a-kind property boasts elegant space and serenity. Okay. In a prestigious neighborhood. Okay. Now, doesn't say anything about the bomb shelter in there, but Diana did send this over. Home restored in 1992. New plumbing, electricity, vinyl, windows, and insulation all throughout. Copper piping. 2 water heaters installed in 2012. Wood burning fireplace. Everyone knows I love a wood burning fireplace. New carpet. Heat pump. Now I'm sure that they don't want to put bomb shelter at the very top of the list, but I would put it at the top of the list. You kind of have to go down here. 30 amp RV hookup. These are all really cool things. Keep scrolling down. Right here. Downstairs, bomb shelter has 13-inch thick concrete walls. That's all we get. But we're going to see where the door is to the bomb shelter. If you want to see the bomb shelter in person, you're going to have to go take a look with Diana. Okay. So a very cool breezeway between the garage and the house. Lots of mature landscaping. Lots of character. Big driveway with actual parking spots. You have little curbs for your parking spots there. Let's go back to that garage. So it's a 2-car garage, but it does look oversized. You would have to put a basketball hoop back up, right? If you look here. There's a mount for a basketball hoop, it would have to go up. There's a breezeway into the entry of the home. Okay, Holstrom Home was on the Instagram stream this morning. I'm not sure if she's watching here, but if you are, chime in. Looks like oak, wood trim, oak front door. What would you do here? Did you guys see my Instagram post this week? I put it on YouTube too, where I used AI image generators. I think it's a great tool that nobody's talking about. If you tour a home like this and you're like, man, what do I do with kind of an outdated tile floor? You know, how much money is it going to cost? You could take this picture from your phone, throw it in an AI image generator like Midjourney, and say, make this modern, make this match today's decor style, make it a farmhouse. And you'll get multiple images full of inspiration. I think that's really handy to have, especially while you're at the house, right? Because sometimes it's hard to visualize. But those AI image generators, I know Jeff Mays is a big fan of those too, using AI to kind of help you visualize. How cool are these ceilings? Doesn't it feel like you're in Noah's Ark? Wood burning fireplace, built-in cabinets here. I think, man, if you came in here and maybe put new manufactured hardwoods down, some cool paint, I think you could really make this a cool space. Large windows overlooking a deck. Looks like a tile deck. Okay, we're not gutting this. I think you'd be just fine coming in here, updating the flooring maybe, maybe paint the cabinets, but you wouldn't need to do a whole lot. Very cool kitchen. like maybe bedroom number 1. Again, AI image generator. You could rip out that can lighting, track lighting, replace the mirror door, unless you're into that. Carpet in the bathroom, easy to fix. You gotta love carpet in the bathroom. But you wouldn't have to do a lot other than that. Right? Lots of oak. Man, those ceilings are so cool. I can smell this house. I can smell the with all the wood. I can smell what it most likely smells like on the inside. Okay, here we're gonna do a little bit of updating. It's got Corian counters. You might be able to get away with leaving those, but you could replace the shower door and the brass fixtures. Awesome skylight. Wall of mirrors. This is the primary. What do you guys think about? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to take a picture of this wall of mirrors. I'm going to put it in the AI generator, and I'll put it on my shorts and my Instagram and see what AI says they can do with this room. What do you do with those mirrors? I feel like Hugh Hefner, this was his Pacific Northwest home. Look at this sunroom. Very cool. Very cool sunroom. Bedroom number 4. Very large utility room. Office. Man, look at that fireplace. They did a good job painting that one. I really like it. Drop ceiling. Yeah, I wonder what it would look like if you took that out. I wonder what's up there. Okay, we're downstairs in this very James Bond bathroom. This is the door to our bomb shelter. I really wish we could see the other side. I'm gonna make Diana go there and do a video walkthrough, and we'll watch it next week. I want to see the bomb shelter. Little office area. Oh, hot tub. That looks like a teak deck. Could be wrong, but it looks like teak. If it is, that is a lot of teak. Very large acre lot. Very cool house, Diana. Thank you for sending that over. I would say if it was me, I'd probably be coming into this house with about $100,000 to do updating. $835 is our purchase price. Not bad for all you get, especially if you're going to budget in an extra $100,000 for updating. You can do it. You could bring in 20%. Your loan amount would be $668. Interest rate 6.4. Principal and interest, taxes, and insurance payment, we're looking at $4740. Cash to close, $177. After looking at the first 2 houses, what is this house going to look like in 2025? It's really hard to know. But I do know that I'm going to want an extra $100,000 in updating. If my budget's $277, I might see that remodel money disappear next summer if I'm having to come in and offer $950 on this house to get it. Okay, we covered a lot today. I hope it was helpful. We're going to continue this theme of looking into the future for the next few weeks. We're going to be reviewing what the feds are doing, how the market's going to react, because I think that a lot of people, like I said in the beginning, have been waiting for interest rates to drop. I heard a statistic that 8 out of 10 potential home buyers are waiting. It's So what happens when those buyers come into the market that's already having supply issues? I hope you guys are talking to trusted professionals, trusted real estate agents like the ones that we featured on this stream, trusted insurance agents, trusted home inspectors, and of course, lenders. They're helping you do this in a smart way. I think that's the theme for the second half of the year, is do real estate in a smart way. And you gotta have the right people surrounded. Guys, go out and enjoy first weekend in August. It's gorgeous here. We're gonna go see a gal about a horse. We're gonna go to a barbecue. We're gonna go to my sister's new house tomorrow. And then next week we'll be out at the beach. So we'll see you on next week's stream out at the beach. Everybody have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe. We'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks, Jeff. See you.